Hey guys, this is KillRob speaking, and today I think it is really time for another channel update. Not another one, that sounds like I've been doing them all along. But no, the last one was in November, was it? Crazy long time ago. A lot has happened on the channel. We just passed 4,700 subscribers, which is not that much higher than last time we did the channel update. But I haven't been playing much Diablo in the meantime, and that is the main source for new subscribers. As weird as that is, considering that that game is almost 18 years old now. So first things first, what is the game you're seeing in the background? It is a game that is not released just yet. It will release very shortly on the 12th or 13th, depending on what time zone you're in. It is called Startup Frick, and it will be available on Steam. And I'm playing it already because I got a key from the developer himself. So yeah, quite a lot of fun. Startup Frick is a tycoon game, as you see. You basically build your own software and have to deal with the architecture and crazed feminists in the office. No, that's not actually true. That's just the stories you make up to make it more fun. But it is a fun game. So, and I'm going to make a little Let's Play series on that as soon as it comes out. And I've already recorded it. So it's all uploaded to the channel, waiting to be released. And while we are at it, why not talk about the various series on the channel and see where they're going. The first to talk about, I guess, is Motorsport Manager. Because that one has been going for a long time. We are now where? Episode 50 something? Episode 55. Yes, I have uploaded up to episode. I'm leveling quickly, guys. Episode 59. But I've already recorded up to season 8. Oh yes, so there's more to come. There's more to come, and it's still fun. But there will be times of crisis coming, I can tell you. No, I'm not spoiling anything. I'm not spoiling anything. It's a fun series to play. I really like it. I'm so enjoying it. The stories around it. Falco, the god emperor himself. No, not that one. The other one. The humble god of racing. And yes, all the stories. But what is the other series we have? Let me look at my splash screen again. Well, Automation doesn't have a series right now. But we we're currently building a build that will have everything I need to start making the little series I wanted to make surrounding the theme of the competition we recently ran. And no, I'm not going to design awful KillRob designs in the game, but rather I'm going to show you and discuss the technical aspects of building good cars within these categories we had in the competition for the respective era. And I think that will be interesting to quite a few of the Automation players, at least. And it will be a short series. It will be, how many categories would that be? 9, I believe. Because the only one that is not applicable is the crazy category. Because I don't know how to build crazy. I'm too based, sorry. And then we have currently a new series up that is surprisingly compatible to Diablo 2 players, even though they shun everything that isn't Diablo 2, or exactly Diablo 2. Well, no, that is of course not true. But reasonably well going, a lot of viewers, at least on the first episode so far, and that is Grim Dawn. Well, not Grim Dawn itself. We ran a series of Grim Dawn, and that was a lot of fun for me, but people don't really care so much about the game, and I really don't understand why. Maybe it's just because I suck at it, or I don't have enough interesting information about it to warrant a video or anything. But what is cool is the mod that is Reign of Terror, which tries to recreate Diablo 2 in Grim Dawn itself. If you haven't checked it out yet, it's pretty awesome. Well done. There's a lot of issues still with balance and not so much the maps. The maps are beautiful, but yeah, the gameplay in general. But it is really cool. Well made so far. It's very much a work in progress. There's only Act 1 so far, but the developer of that mod is actually watching the series and fixing issues along the way. So that makes it makes it a little special. You can always give a bit of commentary and discuss in depth some kind of balance issues, and usually you get a reply and maybe even a fix within a few days. Really cool, really cool. Seems like a good guy too. So that is rolling on, and I have no intention of stopping that, especially considering that now the work on that mod is continuing and it's going pretty well. And probably going to play it with more than just my Zila Paladin. I'm wondering what kind of class combinations, because that is a Grim Dawn feature that Diablo 2 would have been good to have in an awesome way. Although balancing that, my god, that would be hard. Anyway, so class combinations. I thought about making a barbarian, a frenzy barb, that curses his enemies, like a necromancer barbarian combination. That could be cool. Although that is very melee once again. Could be potentially very powerful though. So that might work. Also, there could be some interesting combinations of summon druid and paladin. Like, just imagine a level 20 might aura on your summon druid. Would that be cool? I think so. And the prospect of that is pretty awesome. So that will be something. And but yeah, write in the comments down below what kind of combinations you can come up with and what you would like to see. Then, oh yes, today after this video comes out, I will be releasing another video, which is a one-off for now. Just for now. You saw it in the splash screen and probably thought like, what the hell is this? Kill Rob's Steam Rants. yeah, that's a little weird. So I just wanted to comment on the awful situation currently on Steam, where tens and tens of games are, or even hundreds of games are released on a single day. Most of them utter garbage. And I thought I wanted to illustrate the problem that Steam has currently by going through them all for one day worth of games. And we will find a lot of things that are not golden and smell of shit. So that might actually be something that could turn into a series. The channel in general is pretty full of content right now. I have another game coming up, another Tycoon game coming up after Startup Freak, which only will have 5 episodes to start out with. Unless you guys want to see me play more of it. I really like it, so I would be up for that, playing one game in hard mode maybe. But one game I want to cover thereafter is a gamer tycoon game. This is pretty funny. It wasn't very popular, or it isn't very popular, but I think it has some qualities to it that should not be dismissed so easily. Great style overall, and yeah, I'm not going to spoil it what it is exactly. But I've had some fun with it, and we are going to have some fun with it too. So another Tycoon game, probably also one of these 5 to 10 episode games. Because I think I figured the game out. I'm maybe a little too good at it, or maybe I just found an exploit. I don't know. Seems to be easy to find exploits in these games though. And yeah, the other game. The other game I wanted to talk about real quick was Tube Tycoon. That one was just finished up. And what a mess it was. My god, I just bought it like impulsively on Steam. I didn't necessarily intend to make a series on it, but once I played for an hour and just saw the ever so slight inadequacies in it, I immediately jumped into action and thought like, oh my god, I need to make a video about it. And I would like to hear from you guys if you prefer me to play, just in general, prefer me to play like proper good games, or have a sprinkling of bad stuff in there too, which we can pull apart and analyze to death. That is a very different way of playing it. It requires a little bit more preparation work because the game doesn't unfold itself. So, for example, with the Tube Tycoon, I played the game for 4 or 5 hours before I could make that video to have some coherent thoughts on it. But that also helped me write a Steam review for it, which has become immensely popular. It's the #1 review on that game. Poor developer, seems to be a nice person. Seems to be a really nice person, but my god, that game design, that was awful. A lot to learn there. But he contacted me via email like, oh yeah, thanks for the review. It's like, oh my god, yeah. Man, that must hurt. It must really hurt. I can feel the pain. I mean, we're getting plenty of bad reviews that feel a lot less nuanced and a bit more, let's say, unfair than mine was. I thought it was a fair review, but yeah, it was harsh nonetheless. Harsh but fair. Anyway, so let's move on from that. What more? What more? Well, right, what I wanted to say there with the Killer Ops Rants, that could become a series. Like, for instance, I could do one for every Friday's games, for instance. That's a lot. But it is reasonably quick to produce, and it's quite fun too. Maybe you find a hidden gem here and there, but let's see how that episode does and if people like it. Also, this could be a streaming format, a good one. That's more or less perfectly suited for it. Just sit down with the Killer Ops channel bros and... oh yeah, that wasn't cringy at all, Killer Ops. Not cringy at all. Sit down with you guys and then let's go through a few mostly stinky Steam titles and rant about them. Yeah, that sounds like fun. And that is made possible because I now actually have decent internet. We finally got fiber, yay for that. So now I have upload speeds that actually allow me to upload videos from home. Otherwise I always had to go to work in order to upload anything basically. It would have taken like 4 hours per video to upload on my old connection, and now it would take around 10 minutes. So that's quite an improvement. So I can just comfortably do that from home now. Streaming, because of that, now has become an option. And I don't know if I want to explore that. Yeah, maybe if the Steam Killer Ops Steam Rants thing catches on and people like it, I could give it a try. I would have to learn how to set up OBS and stuff to be compatible to streaming though. But yeah, something I can learn, I guess. But I'm so busy creating content for you already. How am I supposed to do this? Yeah, okay, so let's quickly just mention Patreon as well. What comes to mind instantly when seeing this is that I have very few patrons, but those patrons who are here are absolutely amazing. So thanks to you guys. How much is this? Effectively something like $73 a month currently. So thanks a lot for that. That is really cool. You are giving me more than what I get through YouTube's ad revenue. So that is in one way pathetic from YouTube. But I mean, I'm not getting that many views. I hope with the summer coming along in the Northern Hemisphere and the next iteration of Pro Cycling Manager 2018, which by the way I'm looking forward to as well, that can be changed because my channel is now somehow at least partially also PCM based. But yeah, so who are those guys here who are and gals actually who are contributing to the channel that much and almost getting to the $100 mark, which would have me program for you a program where we simulate Countess runs and use the data in a scientific way to build a nice poster, to update the poster with actually super accurate information, not based on empirical data, but, oh, well, it would still be empirical simulated data, but much more accurate one. But no longer based on, how much was that? 300 runs each. Yes. Right. Yes. Yeah. So, Sean, you are amazing. $25 every single month. Man, you alone have contributed like crazy much to the Patreon and to the channel. So thank you very much. This means a lot to see people like it that much, because this is obviously a big thing. So thank you. And Vince, you stepped it up a lot since last time I did this. You instantly like, oh my god, what? I'm only on $5. That can't be correct. Let me give you 20. So amazing, Vince. Thank you very much. I hope you're enjoying the content as well. And well, you obviously are. Otherwise, you would probably just put it down to 1 and say fuck you and then cancel your payments. But I don't recommend you guys do that. Then we have a new Adamantium supporter. And that is Glenn, who updated it, also from Gold. Thank you very much, Glenn. Cheers to Sweden, and don't let those crazed social justice warriors at the universities put you into accelerator and smash you against the next best target to produce exotic Glenn particles. That would be awful. And then we have another long-time supporter, Jordan. Thank you very much, mate. $10, a lot of dough. That's really appreciated. I hope you also continue to enjoy the content on the channel. Gold supporters, Lily also. You have been with this channel for a long time. Thank you very much. $7 a month. Nico is a newcomer and has even popped into the Discord channel. And that is for all of you supporters here on Discord. Because we are so few. There's direct access, of course, to me, and we're usually chatting. Sean and Glenn are the regulars there, the gatekeepers. They will make sure that you are not behaving and that you shitpost from time to time. So it's all chill there. And yes, thank you very much also to Mike. It's a new supporter, and he likes to use his ad blocker, but this is much better than what any ad blocker could cause in harm. So thank you very much, Adrian and JMT1000. Thanks to you too. Awesome, guys. And yet, that is it for the patrons. And don't forget to leave a few hints of what you guys would like to see from when it comes to games and so on. But it needs to be something that I also would like to play. I don't do the popularity only thing, and I wouldn't play horror games, for instance. I'm too fucking scared. I'm a little wuss, sorry. I have been thinking about some other content or potential other content as well. I still like the idea of making a game with you and having the patrons get access to every single milestone version of it, and have you influence development by feedback and testing and whatnot, just to see and be part of the process of how well, I wouldn't be able to make a proper full game, but what I would be able to do is make a prototype of a game, at least a game that would be more RPG focused, probably turn-based or tycoon-y or something along those lines, maybe a simulation even. Nothing super complex, but that always could be discussed, like to discuss the scope, discuss the design, then show you how to draft an actual design with all the formula and game mechanics and stuff, and then start the implementation of it. I think that is a great concept, but it takes so much time, or it would take so much time. It's like, yeah, one episode would probably be a day's work. Not because the editing is so much, but because you have to do so much. Because I don't think you want to see me stare at a fucking spreadsheet for 1 hour. Oh, wait a second. I take that back. But yeah, you get my point. It's not always interesting. And I would have to cut the content down quite a bit to make it interesting, which basically means that you have to record a lot and then shrink it down to something reasonable. Nothing that is impossible. It certainly would leave more of something interesting at the other end of of it, because then you at least end up not only with a video series, but also with a game. And people have played it, and maybe you've learned something. Oh, I would definitely learn something. I'm not a good programmer, I wouldn't say that. I'm a good designer, but definitely not good programmer. But yeah, it still sounds like fun. Another little thing, a little bit of a thing for you Diablo 2 guys out there. I have also always been fascinated by gemstones. Just completely... Kara, what the fuck are you doing? Are you drunk? No, I'm not. I'm not. Not on mushrooms either. So I've always been fascinated by gemstones as well, and just recently I started collecting a few. So I thought, like, as soon as I've learned a little bit more about them and collected a few more, I'm not getting any like super fancy stuff, but it's so cool to see, especially for you Diablo 2 people. That's why I said it, like the gems in game, but in real life. What they look like and what kind of properties they have. And I mean, I do have a really cool macro lens setup. So I have a full frame digital professional camera and 24 megapixel in this one. And I have a dedicated macro lens, and I have extension tubes as well. And if you combine the macro lens with extension tubes, you get up to a scale factor of 1.8 to 1, something around there. That is really, really close, so you can really examine the details. That's some awesome stuff. I would have to fiddle around with that and see if that yields some usable footage, and maybe one could talk about that, but that wouldn't be more than like one episode. just thrown in there for good measure. Oh yeah, all these things, guys. It takes so much time just to produce one video each day, even of established series. I probably won't be getting to that stuff. Usually I use holidays to catch up on producing stuff. Right now there's plenty of content coming, and I've produced enough, recorded enough, so that I'm at least not stressing to get a video out the next day. Although this I'm actually recording 3 hours before it's supposed to go live. So good on me. But especially to you patrons, I want to ask you the question, what of the stuff I do would you like to see more of, or more like behind the scenes stuff from? What would you like to see me talk about, and so on? Just leave your suggestions, and maybe we find something that I haven't thought about. Oh, holy shit! I didn't notice that! Okay, I just checked my channel, and I'm almost at 1 million views. That's quite a milestone, I guess. So, appropriate channel update video. Yeah, that's nice. I enjoy that. Let's see. 999,381 views. And when this video is going up, I think we might have already passed 1 million. So, I think that has to be celebrated with a bottle of ginger beer, homebrew ginger beer, extra dry. I love it. It's so good. Anyway, that should conclude today's channel update. I hope you enjoyed, and see you guys next time.